Hi YouTube, welcome to the Garage. Welcome to another video of me trying to work on my 2023 Subaru Crosstrek. And I just want to go over this side to let you know that the car is currently lifted all four corners. Car is leveled because I set the jack stand to be exactly the same height all four around. And I'm going to reposition the camera underneath so you would know what's going on when I go over for the rear diff fluid change. Actually, I lied, and before I do that, I'm just gonna go over quickly a little bit of the parts we'll need. Normally, you just need 2 washers, so this is the part number. I'll also link it in the description below so you know what to find. Normally, you just need 2 new crush washer. I think they're crush washer for your drain and fill plug, but mine is looking a little bit bad, rusted really, of the OEM hardware, so I got myself 2 new shiny plugs. So one of them is the drain plug, one of them is a fill plug. If you're interested, I believe this is the part number for the drain because there's a magnet at the end, and this is the part number for the fill plug. And now I am actually going to go underneath to let you know what's going on. And now that we have repositioned ourselves underneath the vehicle, this is your rear differential. And just know that there are a couple of things to keep in mind of. There is not a specific amount to fill this rear diff. So there's no like a specific fluid capacity. It's just telling you to drain it and then fill until the fluid comes out of here from the fill plug. So make sure when you are underneath the car is leveled. If you have a Crosstrek, let's say yours is lifted, you may not even have to jack up the car. But if you have any other Subaru models, or maybe yours is not lifted, make sure that you have jacked all 4 corners with a very similar height. The car is level while you're performing the rear diff change. And the second thing to note is that yours may not look like mine with these ripples, as well as the fact that these 2 drain and fill plug might look a little bit different. For mine, as long as yours looks like this, you are going to need a new washer, crush washer for the drain and fill plug. And if yours does not look like that, you may need some type of thread sealant, because I don't think you will have a washer according to the workshop manual. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack open, just like any other fluid change, I'm gonna crack open the fill first and then drain the fluid, because you want to make sure you're able to fill the fluid before you drain it out. And I can tell you right now that these 2 drain and fill, they are both an Allen 10. And as you can see, mine's a little bit rusted, especially because we're using an Allen socket, which is not my favorite choice. Here's a little taste that I'll give it to it. I'll hammer it on tight to make sure I have all contact points before I go ahead and crack it. I might knock over the camera. I hope that I don't. That went well. My drain is ready. Same thing for the drain plug. And the socket is stuck, kind of. Okay, so I'll reposition a little bit more. Just know that this is off. So the fill is the one without the magnet. I'll set it aside. And just know that gear oil smells nasty. And this is the one with the magnet. That's your drain. And while still dripping a little bit of the old fluid, I just want to make note of this is what I wiped from the drain plug. You can still see a little bit of residual. While it's dripping the last few drops out, I want to let you know instead of OEM, I am using AMSOIL Severe Gear. That's a 100% full synthetic gear oil. I'm using the SAE 75W90. Most importantly, I've used it on my previous WRX with its open diff, open rear differential, and I had really good results with it. It has the certification of API GL5, which is the most important part when you're looking at new oil. And I have no idea how much oil I'm gonna need with this car. I think it's somewhere around below 1 quart. And because the old fluid look a little bit ugly, so I'm just going to use a little bit of the new fluid to kind of wash it down a little bit, if that makes sense. And mind you, gear oil smells very bad, so have your shop rag and everything ready if you absolutely need to wipe it down. And your garage is going to smell for a few days. And just like any other hardware, you want to make sure you tighten first by hand, only then after that you use your tool. And now I'm going to tighten the drain plug. And the drain plug size is going to be 50 Newton meter or 37 pound-feet of torque. Almost there, guys. 51. And my favorite part right now. Alright, I'll take the old plug out because I installed it because I knew I am going to clean it with brake cleaner. I don't want it to get into. So now I'm just going to pour the entire thing until it comes out from that hole. And now you see it's coming out from the fill plug. You see there's a steady stream. And remember, when we took out our fill plug, there was nothing that came out. So just bear that in mind that I am going to let it sit for a little bit, let it drip and let it drain. And close up the fill plug, also 50 Newton meter or 37 pound-feet of torque. And that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and because we're doing the rear diff, of course we're going to be doing the front, and there is also something else that's along the way that I'm going to be doing. So if you like what you see today, please make sure you drop a like, comment if you have any question, or if you have a Crosstrek, what you're doing to yours. I really want to know. I'm a relatively new Crosstrek owner. And subscribe to my channel, most importantly, so that I know you guys are actually enjoying what I do. So peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.